Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 47th episode of Dokidoki Precure. And things are about to get exciting because our big bad selfishness king just kinda waltzed his way over to our world. So yeah, after breaking out of his stone prison. So we have a task at hand to save all those people that are like that are nearby from this monster. Luckily, we have all our precures all together, like in battle formation, all transformed, ready to do that. So let's jump in and see how they do against the king of selfishness. So 3, 2, 1, play. I told you what it was. Gogeta. Nobody ever listens to me. It is the end of the world. Or at least it would be if you didn't have the precures to save you. Huh. Yeah, you may have decided that, but it doesn't mean it's the right decision or what you truly want. And yeah, I think he gets that, the internal conflict. Because there's still some of that mana love, mana friendship in there somewhere. Okay. Yeah, just an all-out invasion. I didn't even think about that. I just thought it would just be him walking around, but no, just the army comes too. Like a general leading the charge. We're broken out the wings. After this opening. I was kind of expecting a transformation sequence for some reason, but they were already transformed. 3, 2, 1. But that's usually not the case, so it kind of threw me off. Doki Precure, bum 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 bum. I actually wasn't sure if we would get the opening, but clearly we are. Hello, hello. We really only have a couple more episodes left. I'm gonna miss the show. I know it's not one of the more popular precures out there. I can kind of see why, but I still think it's overall a pretty enjoyable show. Although I really can't compare it much with other precures because I've only watched like 2 other ones, but Precure, happy love. I know not. Like, it's obviously not as good as my host Sky Precure, which is what I expected. I don't think anyone will be as good as my host Sky Precure. I'd love to be proven wrong though. The ED. The idea of this show, honestly, is alone made it worth watching. I'm not even joking. And yeah, sponsor segment. Back into it. Q Heart's conviction, the promise we want to keep. Okay? Yeah, let's take out some of the cannon fodder. Because that's the easy part. At least if you like AoE attacks. Yeah, he just looks so menacing, especially with like the fleet, the airborne fleet just floating around him. Yeah, you're squids. You appreciate some water. Just out the window, just big old monster. Yeah, the parents and everyone watching. Although the precures are transformed, so like most of them won't recognize them. Sensei, can we go home from school? Oh yeah, they did see them once. Yeah, I kind of remember that episode. So they're gonna get to watch live as they save the world. Definitely gonna be the biggest audience they've ever had. That might be true. No hesitation, just I'm gonna give you a chance to monologue. I kind of want to watch that again. Just yeah, I got him right where I want him. Don't worry about me. You're Kudaranai. Like I gave them the cold shoulder. Okay. That's unexpected. It's actually one of the more cool things he's ever done. Yeah, it was a while ago. Because we're Precures. It's kind of what we do. Fight to protect people. Don't give up. We treasure and value friendship and love. It's all in the contract. Can't make like a cloth hand there. I was gonna scratch you. Okay. That's okay, that's where she's going with that. That was great. I knew she was gonna say something great after she did the pose and everything with the finger. I was expecting something and it did not disappoint. You guys keep saying that. Oh. I will slice you with my sword hand. See about that. Okay, yeah, I was my second guess. Like, they'll have the chance to be cool, it's great. Gina, can you get off there and come join us, please? I promised I was mentioned in the episode title. It was so long ago. I'm sure he heard that. He is so rude. Such like swatting a fly causes a small hurricane. Hopefully they didn't bend their wings. Oh no. Here we are, just like bugs compared to this thing. As long as I reach you, that's all I care about. Are we gonna like push the foot back up? Oh. The faces. Yeah, you can't squish us that easily. It's gotta really smell. Yeah, you're probably not aware of the concept, are you? It's gotta be so heavy. All together, there we go. Yeah, when we combined, your foot's no match for us. That's what you think. And then selfishness runs rampant. Things are gonna be different this time. Tell him, Mana. Tell him how wrong he is about everything. You know, they're around. Dokidoki Precure. Yeah, there's some selfishness growing, but could see some selflessness as well. And there we go. Yeah, bye-bye selfishness. There's no home for you here. And what do you have to say about that, Bell-kun, whatever your name is? Giant pink friggin' helicopter. Really? Our other Ojo Summit girl? Not to be outdone. Yeah, look at all those hearts. Look at all that love. I got the rabbit cages. Man, even him. Yeah, like just unimportant side characters having a chance to help. You're just really not open-minded at all, are you? Oof. Okay, I think we're still good. Hopefully our defensive Precure's got this. Come on, pump your friendship into her, power the shield. Well, I think we deflected it. Or not. Okay, well that's not great. Okay, that's what it's called. Clover Tower. Thank you. Okay, well that's 1 point for you, but we will win the war. You know, ahead of this commercial break. Okay, we're back into it. Gotta get some flex tape for that tower. We haven't lost yet. Mustn't get discouraged. Do you have anything positive to say about anything? No fear here. Don't point that spear at us, young lady. Oof. Did you really have to go for mana? Oh. Yeah, I mean... There's more than just Regina to worry about. Okay, we gotta dodge. Better than that. Come on, Regina, you could at least talk a little bit. Oh. This is not looking great. Well, she doesn't want to hurt you. She doesn't want to fight you. It just makes things difficult. Because we're friends. Should be an obvious thing, but... I think it does. I think we are. The fact that you didn't kill her already says a lot. Yeah, you big baby Regina. Let us pull you from the brink. Because I hear some Dokidoki already. And there you go. That should be more than enough. Yeah, after we shrink him back down. Now just put down the spear. No, you shut up. Nobody cares about your opinion, Dr. Selfishness. No, I don't want to hear that from you. Regina might help this time. Just like chuck that spear at it. Or we could do that. Yeah, do we just like fire an energy beam out of it? That definitely works too. Yeah, this is why we're glad to have you on our side. Yeah, now that we've cleansed her, the spear in turn has been cleansed as well. Because you're kind of a jerk. Like, I thought I plucked that out. Yeah, we just covered up. We've come so far. I think this is a completely acceptable level of selfishness. There is nothing wrong with that. I think everyone loves Mana, let's be honest. You were a hard one to get to. Not as hard as Regina, but becoming friends with you was tricky. That's pretty selfish. A love spiral. I don't think we're gonna change his opinion, but he is always with these counter arguments. Even if you're selfish, you're still daddy. We're having some love start to wake up in you too. I bet if both halves of his daughter gave him a hug from both sides, it might help. That one little speck of love in that selfish-filled heart is trying to come out and play. Sorega? That's what it is. Even the big baddie has some in there. Okay, I don't need to go tsundere on us. Don't do anything like that. I don't know where I was going with that. I mean, I'm sure we're fine, but... Really? Really? So we still not gonna add Regina to this? Bum 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 bum. L-O-V-E. Precure. I do love the, like, arm positions that Aguri does for the E. There's just, like, so much little cute choreography in this. Like, this is not an idol anime, obviously. I mean, it has an idol in it, but it's not an idol anime. In spite of that, just the idol-like dancing we have in the CD is better than anything I've seen in, like, any other idol anime. I don't think any other any idol anime has a dance performance that's better than what we get in the CD. I really don't think we do. And that's probably the preview. So that was the 47th episode of Dokidoki Precure, and like I thought, we definitely have started our season finale, or show finale rather, our big showdown with the King of Selfishness, and this is the time to make a lot of things happen, right? One big thing, of course, finally getting through to Regina. We've had countless, like, false starts, like, or situation where we, like, almost had her, you know, trying to talk to her about friendship and how much we love her and stuff like that, and we, like, look like we're getting her, but then she, like, pulls away, like, no, no, just like my father, he's the one that matters. Go away. I hate you, Mana. You know, like we've had like a lot of that, but finally, finally, after so much, we finally got through to her. She had the revelation that she can love Papa and Mana, and doesn't have to like destroy the world and everything, right? So we finally got that through to her, and we began to get through to the King of Selfishness himself. That little bit of spark of love there, and that giant selfishness-filled heart. It's glowing. It's glowing. He's kind of starting to go through the same things that Regina has been fighting with for like forever, right? But we don't really have we really don't have enough time to go through to extend it to that length. So hopefully by the end of the next episode, we can fully cleanse that heart of selfishness, and he can just be regular king again, and we can stop the invasion, provide the Trump kingdom. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully we can do those things. That would be great. So, yeah, one thing that the bad guys was kind of talking about is kind of like the fall of the Trump kingdom, because yeah, once the kingdom was starting to go south, right? People were scared. Selfishness started to come up, because yeah, fear and selfishness, they are not that far away from each other, right? Because if you're afraid, then you kind of like shift your priorities in a way to like looking out for number one, because usually a lot of people, they do selfless acts usually when they have the leeway to do so. There's much less people that are willing to do that when their own bacon's on the line, right? And that's kind of what that's about. Like panic sets in, fear sets in, selfishness. It's all kind of connected, right? So we kind of saw that taking place in the Trump kingdom, but we also saw that not taking place in our world, right? We had some people who started to get a little bit of that selfishness kind of appearing, but then they kind of see some selflessness and people going out and helping others, and then they kind of realize that maybe that was a better way than what they're doing. Maybe they can do something to help out too, and then they did. So yeah, we got to see all sorts of people doing things to help in this dire situation. So kind of proving the bad guys wrong a little bit, which is great. Definitely was a lot of talk about love in this episode, which makes sense. Love is the theme of the whole show, honestly. Well, you could say selfishness is the theme of the show, but it's kind of like both, really. How to describe this? They're like, essentially they're like the opposite forces in the show, right? Kind of like good and evil, selfishness and love. It's kind of like the dynamic. And love is kind of like a flashlight that shines through the selfishness, and that's kind of what we do. Some people kind of lose their way, get engulfed by selfishness, and then our precures that fight with the power of love cleanse them and make them all better. Show that love is the way to go. Love makes the world go round, and it's great. So by the end of the show, we should hopefully have cleansed the selfishness from the king, and all will be right with the world. I talked about it a little bit during the reaction, but I did love the little moments each of the precures had, like a little bit like a sort of like a monologue moment. Where's the part with want to look at it again? The part with Rika. Yeah, you okay this year? Yeah, but you won't be able to beat me. And he asks, "What do you mean?" And then the camera focuses on her hand, like she does this thing like that, right? Right then, I knew we were gonna get a good line. She says, "If you don't know, I'll tell you. You can't scratch a diamond." I don't really have words for it, but like that may have been the best line she said in the whole show. And they all kind of like had moments like that, kind of like a engulfment of encouragement or a feeling of triumph. I don't know what the best way to describe it is, but all the precures like had that, like on an individual level. It was those scenes were great to watch. So I think that's everything I got to see on the episode. I mean, we had some wonderful hugging between Mana and Regina, and hearing Regina say that she loves Mana is extremely satisfying after everything we went through the show. We finally got to the point where she can freely admit it out loud in front of everyone, including Mana. I think there was a scene before in a different episode when she, said something about loving Mana, but then Mana showed up and she kind of like got embarrassed. That was a great scene too. Whatever episode that happened in. But yeah, so only a couple episodes left. Hopefully we can wrap this up pretty soon and make the world a better place. So for now though, bye-bye. Yeah, thank you for watching. Click the like button, Patreon support, all that kind of stuff. Now, bye-bye.